Right, okay, then welcome to the Eagermans. I finally got around watching Scarface. Okay, it's a movie I've always wanted to watch that I never really got around watching. So today I was with a friend of mine. We were at his place and we thought, you know what, let's just tick this box. So it's a 3 hour long movie. I don't know how I sat through that movie, but it was actually pretty engaging. And I have to admit, what a movie it is. Like the amount of boldness and fearlessness and ruthlessness and ambition and the hunger to fucking want it that is depicted in that movie is enough to give you a kick up your ass. Whilst on my way home, I thought, you know what, let's record a very quick video on what it is that we as young men can take away from a movie like that to achieve success in whatever it is that we're pursuing, you know? And I'm not going to sit here and talk about how to become a drug lord because I don't know how to become one. And I'm not going to promote this idea of having half the Columbia snorted up your nose either because that's what the movie is about. But there are certainly lessons that we can take from this movie. Like if you're someone who's trying to make it big, who's trying to become a big man, you have to have a certain type of personality to get to the top. Like there has to be a touch of madness in your character to get to the top, you know? And one of the things that's depicted through the main character, Tony Montana, in this movie is this idea of hunger. Like he is hungry to get to the top and to make it out of poverty. And you can see at the beginning of the movie, he is a dishwasher in a kitchen somewhere and he just has enough of it. Like he just wants to get out of that shit also. He does everything he can to then, you know, become part of an organization and grow within that organization. And the mistake a lot of guys make when it comes to them becoming successful is that they wait for something magical to happen, and it never truly happens because in order for you to attain success you have to fucking go out there and make shit happen, you know? And I'm guilty of it myself. Like whilst watching the movie I was thinking about how I haven't been ruthless enough and aggressive enough in growing this channel, in growing this brand, in growing this business, you know, in making Eagerman's a success. And I was fired up whilst watching the movie. I thought, you know what, I need to pull up my socks and go all into it. Like I need to develop my hunger for success in this field. Like I'm not putting in enough effort yet. And if I continue at this pace, I'm not going to get anywhere. And if I want the Eagermans to become a legitimate male lifestyle and fitness brand, I have to go out of my way and put in the effort and become disciplined and work even on the days when I don't feel like working. And I think that's the mentality a lot of us need to tap into if we really want to like get to the top of the hierarchy in our domain. Whatever it is that we're pursuing. It doesn't have to be business all the time. It could even be as simple as just you going to the gym and developing a good physique. Another thing that you see a lot in this movie through this character is this idea of boldness and fearlessness. Like this guy is fucking fearless. He's not scared of anything and anyone that will come in his way that tries to play silly games and try being cunning around him, he will completely obliterate them. You know, like there's a scene where he's in the restaurant and he literally gets up and looks at everybody dead in the eyes and goes, "You need people like me so you can point your fucking finger and say that's the bad guy." You know, and that is enough to give you goosebumps. It just shows this importance of having courage in your character and this ability to speak your mind out, you know, and not be scared of anyone and be authentic all throughout and just take risks, you know, take risks, be bold. Like me sitting in front of this camera and sort of documenting my journey is a form of boldness from my side because believe me, it was difficult. Yeah, it was really fucking difficult because I was fearful of what people would think of me when my friends see this, or people from my work, or my parents and my family friends. What if they, you know, see me talking to a camera and what would their perception of me be like? Like, are they going to find it cringe? Are they going to judge me? Are they going to say things? But now I'm at a stage where it's like, at least I have a goal in my mind and like I'm fucking courageous enough to sit here and document my journey because I want to get somewhere. Like that's boldness and that's fearlessness, you know. I have plenty of other plans for the Eagermans that I'm going to be implementing soon in the future, and you know, plans like creating fitness content and going out there in the gym with a fucking gimbal and a camera with my friend and just filming and not giving a fuck about what people say or think. Don't care if people look at me, you know. It's like, well, I have to get to places and I have to do what I have to do. That's what a lot of guys need to develop out there, like this element of fearlessness and boldness, you know, to get what you want. Don't be a pussy, don't be scared. Take over because it's all yours to conquer. That sort of mindset, you know. And yeah, it takes a while to tap into that, but I think with enough practice and with sort of strategic gradual moves, step by step, you get there. You have to look at the dark side of this movie as well, the Scarface, right? The fall of Tony Montana from all the way at the top, right? The things that led to his demise. Obviously, his ego got in the way. He lost control over his emotions, right? The drugs and the money took over, right? And he lost that sense of hunger and that sense of discipline once he made it. And so that's really important, because it teaches you that, success is not just about making it to the top. It's also about staying disciplined, and, through that discipline, you sort of staying on that pedestal at the top. There's a friend of mine who started a restaurant when he was around 19, 20, and started it, right? Restaurant did really well, was profitable, made his money. And then he went down the rabbit hole of buying an expensive car, going around the country, around Europe, wasting all his money on women, alcohol, all that stuff. And bang, now he's doing a 9 to 5. Nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. But imagine if he had stuck to the grind and he had made strategic decisions all throughout and stayed disciplined with his money. Where would he be today? He would easily be close to $1 million, if not a millionaire. Like, this was good 4 to 5 years ago. So if you're a young man, have that hunger to fucking conquer the world, and once you have that hunger, make sure you stay fearless and you stay bold. And once you start seeing success, once you start seeing results, don't let your ego get to your head, or else you're going to see your success burn out very quickly and you're going to fall.